Well, I hope you all stick around for this clearing the energy of July and giving you these tools to set your energy. This is a big deal, setting your energy instead of constantly responding to what everyone else throws at you. But give yourselves a breath and start by just, I'm sure you're in a comfortable seated position with your feet on the floor. Maybe not, but if you're not, go ahead and do that. Just sit upright with your feet on the floor. It helps with the energy flow. And then close your eyes and give yourself a breath. And as you breathe in, just begin to tune in with your body and your space and where you are. Get a sense of your feet on the floor, your physical body in the chair. And then gently close your eyes or turn your gaze downward. You might not be in a place where you're comfortable closing your eyes. And just start that process of, let's say, even gathering your thoughts. Just say hello to those thoughts. And just be right here and now. I know we had a long conversation earlier. But just be right here and now, and then go ahead and breathe. And you can even, as you exhale, release. A lot comes up when we have these conversations. Now move your attention behind your eyes and go ahead and even rest your eyes. It's a very relaxing space. Rest your attention behind your eyes in the center of your head. And there's no effort in doing this, and it's not even really a physical place. It's kind of something in your mind's eye that you create this space that's in the center of your head, center in your awareness, and say hello to all those thoughts running through your head and just let them be there. Just let them float right on by like a river. And imagine that that space in the center of your head is just for you, a sacred, joyful space where you're in charge, a space where you can give yourself a respite, where you step out of the loudness of the world and begin to turn your attention inward. You can create the center of your head as a space like a room where you've decorated it with all your favorite possessions. Or that center of headspace can be in the middle of a mountain field, just connected in that beautiful setting. But whatever that is for you in the center of your head, just go ahead and look around that space and see if anybody's there with you. And if you see little beady eyes on in the painting, or you look around and it looks like an old frat party with beer cans and all of that, or there's people there, or work responsibilities, whatever's in the center of your head, go ahead and imagine that you are opening a door on the left of the center of your head, and that when you open that door, it's just going to get all the flotsam and jetsam and whatever stuff that's in there that's not you gets kind of just moves right on out, gets sucked out, and goes down a beautiful waterfall where it goes back to the center of the earth, goes back where it came from. And you don't have to worry about you getting sucked out of that space. That's your space. You belong. You are in there. And in fact, in the center of your head, go ahead and declare yourself by saying your name, I am, and really own that space. And breathe. And now say hello to the base of your spine, at the tip of your tailbone. That's where your first chakra is. And all you really have to do, you don't have to go down there from the center of your head. You can just say hello to that tip of your tailbone. And have your attention there for just a moment. And then from your mind's eye, that center of head space, imagine or visualize that you're saying hello to Mother Earth and the center of the earth. And if you're in a place that is, the earth has been pretty stirred up lately, just, it's not about the magma and all the things that you learned in school. Just go ahead and go beyond that into the beauty and support of the earth. The place where when you release energy, it gets recycled effortlessly and goes back to where it came from. Notice the consciousness and spaciousness in the center of the earth. And then in your mind's eye, out in front of you, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful, big, majestic tree. And you can make it any kind of tree, an oak tree or a redwood tree. I know people who use a birch tree. And if you're on here and you know how to run energy, just create that grounding connection and go ahead and start running your energy. But notice that big tree and how it's grounded and rooted all the way into the center of the earth. And imagine that you bring that tree and connect it right up to that base of your spine. You can imagine you're sitting on top of that tree and you're connected to the center of the earth. And then go ahead and begin that process of just breathe and then release. And see a flow of energy moving down the trunk of that tree, releasing into the earth. And notice what happens with your body as you are releasing. There'll be adjustments, and notice how you're feeling. Just go ahead and breathe and release. This is grounding. This is you connected with the earth and supported, and it gives you a place to release energy effortlessly and easily and smoothly. And this is also a place where you're connecting with the earth and the pulse of life itself. This is you grounded, connecting with life. And give yourself a breath. And give yourself space to be. Have you had space to be this week? Just to be exactly who you are. No facades, not necessary, where you could just be. And then notice, what were you being all week? And then open up a space just to be and start a reflection of not just the week, But the month of July, just kind of, you can see the month as a whole. You might see various days. You might just see it as a whole month. But begin that process of noticing, and you can just be right in the center of your head, connected with the earth, and just breathe and release. Give yourself space to do that. But notice, what did you learn in the month of July? Did you have aha moments? Did you bring in wisdom that you've been searching for? And as you reflect on the month, it's okay if you were frustrated part of the month. Go ahead and just imagine just releasing that down that flow of energy in your grounding. Did you resist anything during the month, whether it was a person or your situation or whatever was going on in your life or your relationships? And just begin that process of releasing any lingering resistance to anything that happened or didn't happen. Maybe there were some things that you wanted to have happen and they didn't quite happen yet. Well, just go ahead and let those go so that you have room for new things that you would like to have happen. Maybe that was so yesterday, and now maybe you want something new. You might have wanted that thing to happen 2 months ago. Oh, I'm going to have that happen by July. And then, yeah, that's so yesterday. I'm way beyond that. So just begin to let go of any resistance to what happened, whether you liked it or didn't like it, or it didn't happen and you wanted it to happen. Just let go and start. We're going to start with a clean slate for August. Just notice what you're releasing. You might be noticing colors. You might be not seeing anything. Just hang with us and just experience being in this energy with this lovely group of like-minded souls willing to do this work. Give yourself a breath and begin to let go of any energy that has created any isolation or separation within you, whether it be resistance or judgment or anger or fear. All of those things cause separation within us. And when we're separated within, we become isolated and separated from others. So give yourself a breath and begin to release any resistance, judgment, anger, or fear that's kept your communications from others clear, or from you having your clarity. And notice where your attention is, and then just be right back in the center of your head. And if you're yawning or if you are nodding off, give yourself more breath. If you're yawning, that is perfectly okay. That's actually a release from your 5th chakra, your clairaudient levels. And just rest that attention once again behind your eyes in the center of your head. And go ahead and begin to release anything that you're ready to let go of from the past week or the past month, anything you want to Instead of putting it behind you, go ahead and release it down your grounding. That flow and any of those energies, once again, just a reminder, Mother Earth supporting you. She's holding you in her arms and recycling all that energy that you're letting go. We're not creating landfill. This is a process of release and recycle. You can even let go of maybe there's some things that are coming up this year that were in your world last year. Go ahead and let those go, whatever those things are for you. Everybody's going to be different. And give yourselves a breath. And then just with a big fanfare, put a smile on your face and just breathe and release anything that no longer serves you, whether it is a job, the energy of a job, the energy of relationships, the energy of uh, whatever doesn't serve you. I could go on and on naming things, but it's not even worth it. You all have things that you're working on. In fact, go ahead and release anything that you're trying to figure out, that intellectual energy. Just let that go and create space for you to just receive your answers and see them and know them and have that information come to you. And just notice if there's a tingling in your feet and hands, and go ahead and put your hands um, up, facing up, your palms up in your lap. And just say hello to those feet and imagine that the energy, some of the energy from the earth is going to come in through your feet and begin to flow through you. And that you're going to then also have the cosmic energy from the cosmos begin to come in through the top of your head and flow through you, doing a beautiful dance within you. These cosmic and earth energies mix and begin to move through you and clean out your entire energy field. The energy field within you, and then that you're surrounded with. And just settle into that space. And now bring yourself into a space of present time awareness. Just wiggle your fingers and toes so that you have some kind of awareness of your physical body. And be here and now, just right now, where you are, as you are. That whatever's going on, if there's any kind of thing that's uncomfortable, just breathe into it. But just be right here and now and just see that there's this release going down your grounding and that there's a flow of energy moving through you, cleansing and helping you release anything that is resistant or fearful or not in alignment with your soul. Now there are only a few more days. There's still a few more days left in July, but you can set your energy for the new month because we've got all these retrogrades coming up. So why not set your energy so that you're in charge of what happens in August? You're in charge of kind of the energy set versus just going along with everyone else's vibration. So for now, I'd like you to imagine that you're starting to call back all of your life force into a beautiful golden sun above your head. Let's notice that beautiful golden sun and call your energy and attention and life force back from the week and the whole month. And you can do a whole year if you want, but you can start to call back your life force into that month. And as you're calling back your energy, your life force, I'd like you to begin reflecting on that which brings you joy. What has brought you joy in the last week or the last month? Maybe you notice a color that comes up in your mind, or maybe you notice a situation or a snapshot or a picture. And just give yourself a breath and just begin to embrace what brought you joy and what brings you joy. Maybe it's your fur babies, maybe it's an ice cream cone, maybe it's like the cake we talked about in the beginning, but what brings you joy? And give yourselves a breath. And then while that gold sun is growing above your head, filling with your life force, go ahead and reflect on and connect with your inner strength, that power center, your courage, your fortitude, your ability to come through even the most challenging situations. It might not be pretty, but you've gotten through them in the past because you're here and now. So just begin to notice how strong you really are, how brave and courageous you really are, how empowered you are when you're in this space. Go ahead and just breathe and release anything that's now coming out as you reflect on these things. Because as you focus on your inner strength, any pictures, any vibrations that are not in that strength are going to gently flow away down your grounding. Give yourself a breath and say hello to your intuition and inner guidance systems. Connect with yourself and the spirit that you are by resting your attention behind your eyes and seeing with the eye of spirit. Give yourself a breath and focus on trusting all that you are, and know that you have the strength and ability to see and know and create a path forward no matter where you are in life, no matter what your process, no matter what your challenges, that you have the ability and the strength as the spirit that you are to create a path forward, to create your path forward. And then give yourself a breath and just say hello to that gold sun that's above your head. And I'd like you to just let that slip right on through into your crown chakra, that energy center at the top of your head. And it's going to begin to fill up your whole body with your own life force. Notice what your experience is as you're bringing it in, and it fills up your head and your neck and your shoulders and your belly and your hips and your legs. And then it begins to expand and fill up your energetic field, your energy field, your aura, your bubble, whatever you'd like to call it. And imagine just being filled with a gold sun, filled with your own life force energy. And take a moment to just breathe and experience all of that light, all of being in the center of your head, and noticing where's the edge of that energy field or your aura. And go ahead and pull that in or move it out to about 6 feet around you. Sometimes we hold it very, very close in. And sometimes we have it very, very, very far out. So wherever you are, make that adjustment so that it's about 6 feet around you. And give yourselves a breath. And from that space, I'd like you to once again just check that you're resting your attention behind your eyes in the center of your head, center of your awareness, the seat of your soul, the place where you're in charge. And just I'd like you to imagine that that crown chakra, that energy center right at the top of your head, is just all gold. And once that is all gold, just notice any shifts or changes within your grounding, your connection with the earth, or your relationship with your body. And out in front of you, I'd like you to imagine as if you are creating your own world of August, the month of August. It might have dates in it, it might not. You're actually creating a world. What would be in that world as you build it? Are there buildings in that world that you would like? Are there vibrations that you would like to experience? I like to think of this like walking down a forest path, and that I keep opening up clearings that are parts of whatever that month is, and the parts that I would like to have in there. So maybe you want some new friendships. So you're going to have part of that world is going to be new friendships. Part of that new world might be deciding if you're in a career path or something that you would like some new opportunities. Yeah. Or maybe you want to experience rich relationships or communications. Maybe you want to create something new. What does this world look like? And have fun. And maybe you want a world, part of your August is joyful and fun and relaxing. Maybe it's a vacation. And you don't even have to see the details. You can kind of get a sense of the vibrations and a sense that it's a possibility. And nothing is off the table here. We're just imagining, right? So you don't even have to, oh, that's not real. That would never happen. Put it out there. Whatever it is, humor me when you put it out there. It's all good. Then notice, are you strolling through August, enjoying August? Like a beautiful, calm respite that we're being offered during these all these planets in retrograde or about to go retrograde? Or are you running through it? And which would you like to do? Do you want to run through it and jog a marathon? Or do you want to stroll and enjoy like Sunday afternoon in the park with George? That's a play, but it's also a famous painting, Sunday Afternoon in the Park. And then if you're creating something new, just say hello to the excitement and the vibration. And you can really work, I know I'm having you kind of look at these things, but you can also work at a feeling level. When you come to a clearing, maybe you want some joy, and so you can experience a moment of that joy. If you want some enjoyment, you can experience that. So what does your world look like? Is it like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, like Chocolate World with rivers of chocolate running through it. Use your imagination and just breathe and release anything that says, oh, this isn't real, or this can't happen, or I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not seeing anything. Just use your imagination. It's like looking up at a cloud and seeing a dog or a cat. This is the same thing. So imagine just kind of looking at this month as you wish it to be. And give yourselves a breath. And just notice what's happening as you stroll through your world of August. And then I'd like you to just be right back in the center of your head and imagine a rose right out in front of you that represents the month of August. And let all those images and everything you were looking at, everything you were wishing, everything you were putting out there, all the possibilities and opportunities that you would like to have in August, including the spiritual energies you'd like to release. Maybe you'd like to release fear, resistance. You can put those in there too. But imagine that everything you were looking at in your world of August arcs off and goes right into that rose that's out in front of you. And that rose is so strong, and it's just going to grow and expand as you add all the pieces from your world, from your August of what you would like to have and what you can have. Imagine a month where you set the energy, someone else isn't setting it for you. And go ahead and breathe and release as more of that, of your, what we can call them daydreams or dreams or images or vibrations, whatever it is that you were noticing or thinking about goes into that rose. And whatever color you made that rose, I'd like you to ask yourself, what color represents the primary energy you want to experience? So maybe it's peace. Maybe you want to experience peace or calm. What color would that be? It doesn't matter what color it is. Maybe you just want to experience being in a joyful space. And maybe that's represented by your favorite color or a color you like to wear. It's your choice. If you want an enthusiastic August or an August of opportunities, what might those colors be for you? What does that mean for you? Are they blue, or are they green, or are they purple? Are they golden? What are those? What does it represent to you? Everyone here will probably have a different color that they're working with, even if you're looking at the same thing. But the one you're visualizing is your rose. It's just for you. It is your month of August and uniquely represents the energy you want to set for the month. This energy, this color, it's not better or worse than anyone else's. It's uniquely yours, right next to your neighbor or whoever. And that everybody can have that space of setting their own energy. It's not about controlling others or not allowing others to have their space and their vision. Be in your own space and everybody wins. They get to have theirs, and you get to have yours. And now imagine that that rose that you put all those images in, go ahead and explode that rose in a beautiful flash of light. And imagine another rose that is the color of the primary energy, the primary experience that you would like to have for August. What is the color you would like to set? Maybe it's spring green for joy. Maybe it's spiritual purple. There's so many things. Maybe it's opportunity yellow. Whatever that is for you, what would you like to see? What would you like to have? And you can just have that all into that rose. Hand it to that rose, and then just see that rose as grounded, like it's planted right in the ground, and it's connected and supported by Mother Earth. And just notice that beautiful color, whatever color is yours. Notice the details of the rose. Maybe it's very full, opened, and lush leaves. Just have that rose fill up with how you want to feel, what you'd like to experience, what adventures you'd like to go on, what you want to explore. Whether it's physical, spiritual, personal, career, or just giving yourself a break. Just create that rose and then sprinkle in some things you want to know. Maybe you want to bring in some wisdom and clarity and awareness. What do you want to access? See that rose as grounded, full, and bright. And imagine a gold sun shining on that rose and cleaning anyone else's energy out of that rose, so that you could just imagine it washing through that rose, giving it kind of just a nice spruce up if need be. And go ahead and give yourself a breath and then release. And I'd like you to take that rose and put that right into your crown chakra at the top of your head, and allow your crown chakra to turn into that color. Whatever color you chose, just let that turn that color and experience what that feels like to set your own energy in that space. Setting it for August. Notice what you're experiencing in present time. You saw August as grounded, not willy-nilly. You created a space to have it and set the energy for it. And then go ahead and just bring that crown chakra, that energy center at the top of your head. Just imagine that it's going all gold, just all gold. And bring your attention back to the center of your head and simply experience being grounded, having set the energy for the month. Notice that grounding. And in fact, why don't you go ahead and just release that grounding cord that you've been using, because you're in a different space now, and create a new one in present time that's going to serve you, that's going to handle your growth, that's going to handle all of the energies about revisit, refresh, revise, revitalize. And that you now have a new, exciting connection with the earth, filled with renewed energy and vitality. and give yourself a breath. And move your attention once again in the center of your awareness, in the center of your head. And create another gold sun above your head like you did before, filled with life and joy and enthusiasm and things that you would like to have and really bring in. Maybe you want some enthusiasm. Maybe you want an ice cream cone. I'm going to have cake. Someone else is going to have pie. Someone else is going to have a hot date. But what's the energy that you would like to bring back that's all new? And just call that into that gold sun, and even call more of your life force back into that gold sun. You all released so much energy, and anytime we do this kind of work, we want to replenish our energy. We want to give back to ourselves so that everything that is released, it just gets washed right out even more, that we create space for ourselves. So notice that gold sun at the top of your head, and go ahead and bring that, just shine that down and fill up that energy center at the top of your head, that crown chakra. Fill up your whole head, your neck, shoulders, arms. Fill up your belly, your hips, your legs, your knees, especially knees, your legs. It's a never-ending gold sun that fills you up from top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, front to back. And then it will begin to expand out into your energy field, into your aura, until you're finally sitting in a bubble of gold energy. And that gold is filling up all the systems in your body, your respiratory system, circulatory system, all the cells, everything in your body, and the different layers of your aura. Go ahead and breathe and release. Just bring your attention back into the center of your head if it moved out, and then put a beautiful, big, giant smile on your face as you give yourself that final deep breath in, and slowly exhale and start to bring your attention back to where you are. Go ahead and pat your legs, maybe give yourselves, actually you can all give yourselves a big giant hug. Thank yourselves for being here. And then just when you're ready, just go ahead and take a stretch and just gently open your eyes and look around your room. Come back slowly, slowly. Turn to yourself. And you can even stand up and bend over and dump out. Really shake out the neck and shoulders as you come back. And wow, you did great. Thank you so much. That is a beautiful meditation. Congratulations. Thanks for watching. For more information about readings, classes, and clairvoyant development, please visit my website at spiritlightinsight.com. Enjoy your new space and be sure to subscribe, like, and share with your friends.